Welcome back to the NFL Film Room. In today's video, we're going to break down some reps the Chicago Bears starting offensive line had in both of their preseason starts. This first rep is going to be a handoff between Teven Jenkins and Braxton, the left guard and the left tackle. See Teven here. He's going to get in his body, turn him out. It's a combo block there. So we're going to see Teven kind of get into this guy's body, get his momentum going this way. Then Braxton's just going to come in, take over, and then seal him off to the inside and create that run lane in here. This guy's going to come down and make a good play. This guy's kind of going to go through Everett. Keenan's not going to be able to get there in time, so the play is not going to end up well, but that individual part of the play went really well. So one more time. There you go. You see him get his body, and then they just turn him out. Perfectly sealed for the run lane. Teven could probably have finished the second block a little better, but that handoff is very nice and starting to see some of the chemistry they formed last year. Now this is something that's new with Waldron calling plays. You're going to see the backs are split, and both of them are actually going to go out and chip. As you see, both backs, Homer over here and Blazingham over here, the fullback, they're both going to chip on their way out to the routes, which gives the tackles a lot of help, and they're both able to play power and give them a clean pocket. You see the tackles are pretty much, they're just able to play the power because they know they're not going to get beat outside with someone helping outside. So they're both able to anchor down. Easy rep for both of them. And Caleb has all the time in the world. We're going to see the same exact thing on this one. We got Homer here, Blazingham here. And they're both just going to go chip on their way out to their routes. There you go. Darnell, he almost loses, but he gets his hand back and uses some of his traits. Once again, pretty clean pocket for Caleb Williams to work in. Rep starts at 15. Gives him a good almost 5 seconds in the pocket. Overall, it's good to see Waldron doing these things to help him out. Morgan probably plays a role as well. And it's definitely going to be helpful throughout the year when we need to pass and it's an obvious passing situation. If he can just do that, keep the QB safe, because honestly, that's the most important thing this season. Now we're going to get into Teven Jenkins and his reach blocks, which are just phenomenal. You see this with some guys like Trent Williams. I did a highlight video for him recently, and he did this all over it. They just get over him and just knock him down. Usually, you don't want to be here when the ball is going over here. Yeah, you see him just explode out of that stance, get in front of him. From there, he can just grab over him and push him down. Here we're going to have another reach block from Teven. We're going to see some of that athleticism that did make him a fringe first-round pick. He's just going to pop out of his stance, and he's going to go from here, where the defensive tackle is going to have leverage, to once the play actually starts, or once contact's made, even with them. He's going to be able to turn him in and create a lane for Teven to run. Braxton kind of messes up his drive block. And you're going to have a backside problem with Wright, it looks like. Special athleticism from Teven on both of these reach blocks. See just how fast he is out of there. He's so strong, nobody's going to push through that. Hopefully he can stay healthy this year, because if he can and he could be a core piece for this team, he's going to be a lot of fun to watch. Next rep is going to highlight some of the good and some of the bad from Darnell Wright. I did feel like Darnell Wright's main problem last season was getting to linebackers and just missing blocks on linebackers. But you're also going to see what makes people so excited about Darnell Wright. See 58 right over here. So Darnell and Nate Davis are going to be working a combo block here. Darnell's going to come push on this guy, and Nate Davis is going to take over, bring him out here. And then Darnell's going to try to work up to this guy and seal 45 off right here. Number 97, the defensive tackle, is listed at 307 pounds, but we're going to see Darnell Wright move like nothing. Just going to get into him and lift him both feet off the air. He hits him, launches him. So you're going to see some of that power right there, but he's not able to get to number 45, which was his block, and it's going to end up hurting the play. So you see some of the special talent, but you also see some of the mental mistakes that he made last year. Hopefully we see less and less of them this year and moving forward in his career. One more time in full speed, you can just see he's going to lift this dude all the way up in the air and drive him. And he's just too late getting there. This next rep, we're going to focus on Bears' third-year left tackle Braxton Jones. Go for a jump set or quick set, whatever you want to call it. This is something Darnell excels at. He's just going to take him outside, use momentum. Last rep, the edge rusher kind of did a hesitation here and then went inside on him and was able to beat him. So this time you're going to see him eliminate that, and he's just going to get on him quick with the jump set. Right on him, make contact. And from here, he's just going to use his momentum against him, push him around the outside, and it's a beautiful rep. Opens up the pocket for Caleb to throw 30 yards to roam. I'm hoping Braxton Jones takes another step this year because he's progressed pretty steadily throughout his career. We'll see if he can keep that up because his work ethic through the first 2 years has been very good. This 8th rep is just a clean rep all around from the offensive line. You're going to see they're kind of showing blitz with the linebackers. So we're going to watch Shelton here. Shelton the center. And he's going to look like he's going for the linebacker. But he's quickly going to go over, take over Teven's guy. Teven's going to go over to Braxton and help out his guy. All in all, you get a clean rep. Nate Davis, the right guard. He's going to win his one-on-one. He's going to get that stab with his right hand, which he's pretty good at. And then he just is able to move his feet, but see how forward he is. This is what's going to cost him on the next rep. Overall, just clean rep. Gives Caleb time he needs. Darnell Wright, just a beast on the other side. I mentioned how Nate reaches a little bit sometimes, and we're going to see that again on this rep. He's going to stab with the right hand or punch with the right hand. He's going to create a separation, and from here he's going to reach to try to get him. And the D-tackle is just going to spin around him, get to the QB for a sack. I believe this is the only sack the starting O-line gave up preseason, but I could be wrong. One more time. Spin move. I think that's Teven Jenkins. He had a lot of people with this move in college. Now this next rep is going to be more about what happens at the end of the rep than what happens during the protection. So we're going to see Teven working against Hill here. Gets outside the pocket and helps him out, but here's what we're talking about. He motions for Caleb to follow him. I think Caleb already had the idea, but number 35 here, he's going to make a business decision. He could go for Teven. Nobody going for Teven. He could go for Teven. Instead of that, he's going to go for a wide receiver. I'll play it one more time. Thank you for watching this episode of the NFL Film Room. How confident do you feel about this offensive line headed into the season? How much better or worse than last year? And let me know if there are any players I should do a breakdown for in the future. I just got a PC, so I should be able to make a lot more of these. And as always, make sure to subscribe. Let me know what you thought about this video. Leave a like if you want more.